Live. TABLEEK live in the neighborhood. What's good with you, bro?
I'm good. If I don't know if you can hear me, but
Yeah, you coming through. You coming through loud and clear, bro. Loud and clear. How
okay,
you
good.
doing?
I'm good. Everything's good. Everything's good. It's cold, but I'm just good.
That's what's up, bro.
All right.
Yo, first off, man, thank you so much for coming through, bro. It's dope
Appreciate it.
to have an
Appreciate it.
opportunity to chop it up with you, talking about the new single and the upcoming EP. A lot is going on, B. I guess just off top, man, the idea of just continuing to make music with the crew, make music with fam. Roddy
No
Rod
doubt.
on the production. It's just a continuation of what y'all been doing for. I won't put your age out there, but what y'all been doing for a minute, you know?
No doubt. Well, I mean, it's been my my entire most of my life, really. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, we got signed to a record label, Electra, head up, like right out of high school. So we've been cooking since then.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's
Yeah.
up, man. The new single, been playing the new single, man, and
Appreciate it.
um, so just talking about Lost off top, be like, you kind of go in on that story, like if you really take a minute and sit with the lyrics, it's like, yo,
Yeah, man.
Leak ain't
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah, yeah. It's the EP is kind of it's like that. You know what I mean? It's very reflective on the past, on the future. It's cathartic in some senses. You know what I mean? Like, it was just not that we ever took like a long break, but sometimes you got to remove yourself from a space for a little bit and reevaluate. So that's what we started this project like 6 months ago, I should say. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So we've been, it's like boom, boom, like the ideas been coming, so it's been good.
That's what's up, bro. I kind of wanted to. That's one of the things I kind of wanted to talk to you about. An artist like yourself who has the history that you have in this game, in this art form that I truly love, man. You've had an opportunity to obviously see it grow and
Mm.
then go in a direction that I'm very grateful. A lot of people have had an opportunity to share their art and their creativity, but also kind of changed the heart to me of hip hop, bro. Like, and that's coming from the perspective of a curator, as an
Okay.
artist, as a creator, as someone who is really a part of this thing. What is your perspective on where we are and where we're going with hip hop?
Right. I mean, for one thing, like, I mean, that question could take me a mad different directions, but I try to like keep it focused. I think, like, you know, first off, like the new music that's been coming out and the new sound, I suppose, that's been dominant is it's just it's different. You know what I mean? It's a different rhythm, it's a different vibration. And I think that there's always space for folks who are, maybe I don't want to say sincere, but just like are really speaking from themselves. And so you can never like diss nobody who's on a different wavelength than you. And they're younger, they doing, they're saying different things and whatnot. But but I think in many respects, man, it's because the technology has kind of caught up with a lot of things that's been going on over the last, as far as music creation is concerned. And really, it's just made it so much easier
Yeah.
for, damn near anybody to quote unquote make a rap record. And so there's, what it, the research, the grind, the listening, the staying up late and trying to catch a show, trying to catch your show. You know what I'm saying? Like that kind of adventure of it is not really there no more. You know what I mean? And in many respects, I feel like many folks take this music for granted. It's so accessible now. Like, you know what I mean? It's almost like we got to go back to the drums and the bass and flip it like that, because it's like everybody can do this now. So it seems like it's kind of disposable, but I think there's always going to be those things that kind of crawl through from the mess, the muck, and hopefully ring true to people's ears. So that's what I feel is still the thing that we can grab onto, is when you're listening to 10 songs and maybe that 11th song is the jewel that you've just been missing, and can change your whole demeanor, your whole day, your whole week. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're aiming for.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Chopping up with TABLEEK. The work that you continue to do now, reminiscent of the work that you have done throughout your entire career with Mass Pike. into your solo work. There is that consistency of lyricism, of storytelling, but in a way that really, to me, makes you think, makes you sit back, like even talking about the single Lost, like makes you go back and listen to it, and on the third, fourth, fifth time you catch that thing that maybe you didn't catch before. To me, that's the art of rhyme. To me, that's the art of a lyricist. And so, um as you are as you getting ready to release the EP, you say, what we get to hear in Lost is a bit of what that is. If someone is just catching up, because now you're going to have the opportunity to touch a different generation. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
People
yeah,
who didn't know what you were doing when the crew was all um, making music as crew versus as still the collective. But anyway, my question is, and people are tapping in right now, like, how would you describe the art that you make?
whoa. It's independent underground hip hop, right?
Mm.
And we my ear is kind of tuned to certain sounds and certain rhythms, right? And so like my focus has always been to try to stretch and try to find things that are like unique sounding to me. You know what I mean? And and I try to listen to everything. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? I try to get my ears on as much as I can get my ears on. I can't listen to the music the way I did when I was younger, because if you listen to things too much, you can tend to absorb it in a way that has, it'll come back in a lyric, it'll come back in some other thing. So I try not to like do it how I used to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think now what if I was to describe something, it's like soulful, street, conscious hip hop music.
That's what's
You know
up.
what I mean? That's a good little blend of different words that I think encapsulates some of what we're trying to do in 2024 and 5. You know?
I dig it. I dig it. Um, Peace, bro. Can I keep you for another break?
Oh yeah, you can keep me as long as you need me, man. I'm here.
That's what's up, bro. I want to get into the single, man. So we talked about it. Like I said, I've been playing it on the show, but I want to give people a chance to listen to it, which you hear live
No
on the
doubt.
line, man. This is Lost. This is a single from the upcoming EP, Inside Looking Out. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So we're gonna get into this, man. We got TABLEEK live here on the radio, X-Ray FM. Welcome to the neighborhood. We're right in the middle of the fall fund drive. Once again, man, hit up the website, make that contribution. But in the meantime, let's get into this, man. This is Lost right here on X-Ray FM. Welcome to the neighborhood.
Straight out of Portland, you're in the mix with DJ Cliff.
Yes, yes, y'all. Lost, TABLEEK live in the neighborhood, bro. Once again, I hope people really just take time to sit with music, because
Hmm.
to me that's one of the things that has lost, that we have lost so much.
Hmm.
We have the wonderful opportunity to get content from so many different places. It doesn't promote sit with it. You know what I mean? Sit with
Yeah.
it. Put your headphones on. Just sit with it and see
Uh,
what's in there. So I will share this with you, TABLEEK. On this here radio station, they gonna hear it, bro. You
okay.
feel me? They
Okay. No
gonna-
doubt. No doubt.
um, the man, I would be remiss if I didn't ask. One of the things that's really been crazy is, I think, people of a certain age now, a lot of our contemporaries, a lot of the people that we have been fans of in terms of creators throughout the years, we're hitting this time now where we're seeing them laid to rest. And so just
Mhm.
now, we got the word. I guess it was Thursday. I think it was Thursday evening that
Clark Kent.
Clark Kent passed away. Rest in peace, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, as someone who has created art as long as you have, coming from the scene that you come from, um, did you have an opportunity to cross paths with Clark, or any influence on what you and your crew did as creatives?
I never met Clark Kent, but I definitely listened to him on the radio in New York.
Yeah.
Um, and when you started mentioning that, like all these names and people started coming into my head. You know what I mean? Like that have passed on, and we're getting at that age. Unfortunately, like, you know what I mean. Brothers is not we don't necessarily take care of ourselves as best as we should. You know what I mean? I'm learning that myself, you know. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like it seemed like every week you see something, and it's like, damn, like why that one? Why now? You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Like I could think of a few cats that, like I was supposed to be working with them, you know what I'm saying? Particularly like Sean Price, like that was my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
I toured did shows with him and all that. And we was always gonna hook up, but it's like you just think you have time.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
think you have time, but really, we're at a loss of time. We're always in a loss of time. You know what I'm saying? We're always losing time. So, it's just one of them things that's just life. You know what I mean? We gotta, everybody's doing now, you gotta show them flowers and give them props while you can. You know what I mean? And just enjoy the people as you got them. You know what I mean?
Word up,
And
man.
with the music, you live on. The music allows people to live on and do things like that. So, but yeah, it's sad. You got to take it in and just eat those. You got to eat them. It's just life. It's just life.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, you're right though, man. That is one of the great things about art is it does allow you to continue to celebrate folk
Mm-hmm,
and what they created, and we
mm-hmm,
definitely will be doing that with Clark Kent and all the others who we've lost, man. I don't want to start running down names because I know I'm gonna forget somebody, but um, I love what you said though, man. Where as we go through life, hopefully we recognize that we do have to take care of ourselves and we do need to show love to one another now while we can.
that's right.
Um, because tomorrow's not promised. You know what I
That's right.
mean? It's
That's right.
absolutely not
God
promised to
bless.
any.
It's true.
But the new EP, bro, the new EP, looking inside out, 8 joints. I didn't see as I was doing my research. I didn't see a release date.
Friday.
Oh, word?
Yeah, November 1st.
That's what's up. Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I had to ask the radio DJ question, like, all right, when's it dropping?
No doubt. No doubt. Yeah, I'm kind. Not that I haven't promoted the release date. But I just want to kind of not spring it on people because
Mhm.
I've been kind of slowly releasing records over the last few months and trying to prep the get the groundwork somewhat laid out a little bit. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Mhm.
But yeah, no, Friday. Yeah,
That's
we
what's
live
up.
Friday. Yeah.
That's what's up. At this stage of the creative process, um, what are your plans for reaching people aside from putting the music out there the way that we can now? Are people gonna have an opportunity to see you bless stages?
Yeah, I'm always available. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, one of the things that because I was like really working on the music and stuff. I didn't completely focus on like, well, are you gonna tour when the
Mm-hmm.
record comes out?
Mm-hmm.
But what I decided, what we're gonna do is, and then like I was supposed to go to my overseas, and I was supposed to go to Europe around this time because my son is out there right now.
Oh,
He's
word.
in Prague, so I was trying to coordinate that with him, but I didn't want to rush it.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna focus on like the U.S. from now until like early spring, because
Mm-hmm.
actually this EP is gonna get expanded um, for the spring when we put out the vinyl, right? So
That's
we're probably gonna add like another. I mean, look, right now I got a bunch of joints, but like we probably will add like another 8 records or 7 records, and then put it all on the vinyl for the spring. So what we got now, and when that joint comes in the spring, that's when we're gonna really be kind of doing a little bit more aggressively being out on the road, because that's really the part of it that I'm a studio rat. I love being in the studio. I love every aspect of putting out records. I used to go to the places where they would press the records up just to see
yeah,
how that stuff would work. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
And so yeah, but the touring aspect is like that's when you see how what the real reaction is to the joints that you're doing is on the road.
No doubt.
Um, but yeah, and I'm way overdue to hit the West Coast. Like it's been a shame. Like I really mostly focused on Europe the last few years. So I've been just going over there,
Mm-hmm.
touring over there.
Mm-hmm.
And I neglected my home country a little bit more than normal. But yeah, I'm really trying to get to the West Coast, either
That's
this winter or definitely sometime in the spring, like for sure. I'm just
that's
trying to work it out
cool.
now.
Man, that would be dope to have you out here.
Got
Just
to, got to
live
come.
last week, Homeboy Sandman was here. He
Yes.
started his West Coast tour in Portland, and so it was
Okay.
definitely dope to see him come out and rock again.
Yeah.
Um,
That brother's ill, man. There's so many ill cats, man, that's still doing like real amazing work. You know, it's a shame that it's not getting, you know, the kind of the opportunity, because that's
mhm,
really what it is, opportunity. It ain't really got nothing to do with whether or not the people gonna like it, because more than
right.
likely you're gonna catch some good ears. They're gonna catch it,
Yeah,
but people are not really presented with the right opportunities, I feel like, anymore, as much as, you know, maybe before, when it was a little bit more consolidated, you know.
I would agree. I would definitely agree. But you mentioned hitting Europe, man, and that's one of the things that I know has been talked about a lot through the years. And as I've had an
Mm,
opportunity to talk to artists, is that it seems like Europe, Asia appreciate this art form that that what we talk about now appreciate and show love to hip hop in a
right.
way different than we do here in the States. Do you think it's just um a sense of neglect because we take it for granted, or
I think there's an aspect of the taking it for granted that's really there.
mhm,
I think that, they they had to really, they had to get it, the music, in the past, in such a difficult process. It seems like,
mhm,
you had to go to the record store, you had to do this and that and the other. So and I think just the culture over there appreciates art in a different way than we do over here. You know what I mean? Because,
or
all of some of the, not all of them, but definitely a lot of the masters of art were, European for whatever reason. As far as that aesthetic goes, so I think they have a closer connection to the art world in a way that's more appreciative than, we're a new country. We ain't but 300 years old.
yeah,
You go to Europe, you got places that's 1,000 years old. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Um, they never mind talking about you going to Africa. You talking, that's the birth of civilization. So there's even opportunities out there for cats to do, shows and tours and all that. But yeah, I think they just have a different type of appreciation that's a little bit deeper, and especially if you go there, because it's like you coming from a whole, you got to travel a lot to get to Europe. It's not, to book shows and touring, and it's a process. So when you arrive and you're there in the flesh, like, they're gonna really go out for you. You know what I mean?
that's
So I
what's
think
up.
it's a little bit different than here. And I can't speak on, I can't say that it's like that in every part of every city in the States, because some places are just live.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, no matter what, what's going on, like places that I've been to, like, on the West Coast too. I mean, y'all get busy out there. You
no
know what I
doubt.
mean? Like, y'all have I think y'all have the same kind of appreciation for the music that cats and people in Europe do. Like,
Word.
y'all really appreciate, like, appreciate it. You know what I mean? So, and you're not spoiled. Like, people in New York, they done seen everything.
Mm-hmm.
Seen
Mm-hmm.
everything, done everything. Like, how you gonna impress me? That's what the crowd be looking like
Right.
sometimes. Like,
Right.
what are you really gonna do to impress me? You know what I mean? So it's a different kind of thing.
That's what's up, bro. Um, last couple things, bro. Before I let you go, you've been doing this as an independent artist for a minute,
Hmm.
and having an opportunity to have talked to other cats who release music independently. Um, there are definitely pros and cons. Actually, the more information I think we learn as not being artists, we learn is there may be more cons than pros to it. But how do you navigate? How do you navigate it as an independent artist for yourself and then for anybody who's out here listening?
Right, right, right. I think right now there's so much great information out there. I mean, like, when we got dropped from the lake, we didn't get dropped from the lake. We kind of quietly removed ourselves from the situation. It just faded away. You know what I'm saying? We just faded away.
Right.
So so once we got out of that, I think one of the things that kind of was, like I was saying before, like, this whole independent thing was always interesting to us as a group, it was always inspiring to, look at all the great black artists back in the day that had labels. And, James Brown had a plane and a radio station, and you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, so it's like, it wasn't as far-fetched to us, and growing up around a lot of the jazz artists, my family, my uncle, and all the folks that was into that, and just seeing that, you can manage your way through this if you are, willing to take those steps needed. You know what I mean? And I learned a lot from like punk rock artists, watching them and how they move, and they, their whole movement, the magazines, like the zines and all that, like that. I learned a lot from that back in the day. Um, but now it seems, now definitely like the process is a lot simpler, but it's even that much more complicated because there's many avenues and many layers of things you got to learn. And I had to figure that out myself. Like, I didn't even know how to get on a playlist. I was like, how you even do that?
Yeah.
There wasn't no emails. There wasn't no way to kind of reach out. So I kind of mixed the things that we used to do with the radio promotion with some of the newer avenues to promote, like the playlist. All that stuff is all good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's great that we have all these different avenues to play your music through. But it's just a lot more navigation that needs to take place. And as far as like, just like you know, the learning part of it, you know, people like Wendy Day and all these, just a bunch of cats out here on the YouTube that are just breaking down like how these things work. And I just had to do my homework. I had to take some time and pause and be like, all right, how, and that's what I was doing the last couple of months, just putting out records and testing different things and see how that worked. Okay, well, maybe try this way this next time, and you know, shooting videos and how to connect all of the different things. And I ain't the most, I don't want to be, I'm not trying to be like a complete like hermit or nothing, but I don't want to be doing TikToks and all that all the time. I mean, enough respect to everybody that do that, and I enjoy it myself sometimes, but I don't necessarily want to do that kind of stuff. I want to do different things, and really just be able to get at the people however it's most effective, shows and whatnot. But I like the new way. I like not having to go through a label necessarily. Um, you put it in your own hands. You know what I mean?
Word up.
So I like that aspect of it. It's been
That's
like that for a while too. So I mean, like,
yeah.
you know, we've been working like this independently for a minute.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you're one of those people I think who has a lot of knowledge to share with other cats about because you've done it for so long.
Yeah,
Even as things have changed, being able to navigate sort of the new with what you've done in the past.
yeah, for sure, for sure.
No doubt. No
And
doubt.
other people too. I watch other artists. Like, other cats are doing amazing work. So that's a piece up to it for sure.
Word up. Chopping up with TABLEEK. All right, bro. Before I let you go, I just want to be sure that people are tapped in, know how to tap in. Like I said, in terms of airplay here in the Northwest, I got you for sure. Definitely appreciate you
We
being
on it.
on the show tonight. We're gonna make this available so that people can be up on what's happening now and what's coming. But
Indeed.
what's the best way for people to stay connected, to stay tapped in?
TABLEEK.com. Real simple. I think that's probably the absolute best way. In fact, if you Google TABLEEK, I'm gonna come up. You know what I mean? That's there's a movement called TABLEEK, but that's like a different kind of thing.
Mhm.
So if you just Google TABLEEK or TABLEEK.com, like, you're gonna get everything that you need right there.
That's what's up, bro. That's what's up. Um, Another joint that I got is Goblin Theory. Is Goblin Theory gonna be on the EP, or was that just a loose
Goblin
one?
Theory was something to give to the world. You know what I mean? With
Hmm.
Rod, you know what I mean? Like we wanted to make sure that people knew that something was cooking. So we just, put that out there for people to like get a little familiar.
That's what's up. That's
Yeah,
what's up,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
brother. Man, listen. First off, it's an honor. You know what I mean, and I
Right.
just appreciate you. First off, I appreciate you continuing to create the art that I think the world needs. So thank you for that.
No doubt.
Thank you for coming through the neighborhood tonight, bro. Looking
Absolutely.
forward to the EP dropping. When the vinyl drops, you could tap back in. We could let people know. You a
Let's get
neighborhood
it.
resident, bro. So all you gotta do is say word, and I got you.
No doubt. And the setup is fly, I must say. The setup is looking good, you know. Word up.
Salute, brother, man.
Okay.
Word. All right, man, we're going to get into this. This is Goblin Theory, TABLEEK, Roddy Rod on the production. Brother, man, thank you so much, Cat.
Absolutely.
All
Absolutely.
right, man. Peace.
We continue. Peace.
Yes. All right, y'all, let's get into this, man. This is Goblin Theory, TABLEEK, right here on X-Ray FM. Welcome to the neighborhood.